Risk assessment, qualitative versus quantitative. With the continued impact of the COVID-19 pandemic in today's corporate ecosystem, the importance of risk-oriented decision-making has become more evident and explicit. From information security to business continuity and resilience, there isn't a field of business that doesn't benefit from risk assessment results. Determining the best appropriate assessment method to use in the risk analysis process is one of the most challenging decisions a risk practitioner or risk manager must make. Over the years, several different risk analysis methodologies have been employed effectively and economically. However, depending on the nature of the asset/process at risk and the type and scale of risk-related data available, making the final judgment might be difficult. In general, understanding how to employ risk-based thinking is required. Then, depending on an organization's experience in business processes, technological infrastructure, tools employed, and the quality and reliability of the data provided, deciding which risk analysis can make the most contribution to risk assessment becomes easier. In the risk assessment approach, the linkages between assets, processes, threats, vulnerabilities, and other elements are first examined. There are numerous approaches available, but the most well-known and widely used classifications are quantitative and qualitative analysis. All company risks can be subjected to qualitative risk analysis. The qualitative technique is used to swiftly identify risk areas associated with routine company operations. Although the procedure can be tough at times due to employee bias or a lack of work experience, qualitative risk analysis generally supports a successful risk assessment method. Quantitative risk analysis methodologies are the most reasonable choice if you're in a circumstance where you need to make data-driven decisions. Quantitative risk analysis gives more objective information and accurate data than qualitative risk analysis since it is based on realistic and measurable data used to compute the effect values that the risk will create with the possibility of occurrence. A lack of data to analyze is the most common problem in quantitative evaluation. If the number of relevant variables is too great, it may be difficult to expose the evaluation's subject using numerical numbers. From a technical standpoint, this makes risk assessments difficult. When deciding whether to employ a quantitative or qualitative method, there are advantages and disadvantages to both. Due to the lack of statistical/numerical dependency and measurements, qualitative risk assessment is simple to implement and perform. Employees with asset/process experience are also advantageous. Nevertheless, they may introduce biases in estimating probability and impact. Qualitative risk analysis is quick and easy to do, but it is subjective. Quantitative risk analysis, on the other hand, is objective and includes more detail, contingency reserves, and go/no-go choices, but it takes longer and is more difficult. Quantitative data is difficult to obtain and can be prohibitively costly. Using a combined approach and considering the information and time response needed with the data and knowledge available, it is possible to increase the efficacy and efficiency of the risk assessment process while also conforming to the organization's standards.